So ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some serious emotions, because today I have a special guest. It's the man who has the voice that can melt butter and the acting skills to play God. And that's right, you have guessed it, it's Morgan Freeman. And he's here today for us to shed a manly tear while we talk about Tom Ford Ombre Leather. So let's grab some tissues, sit back, get ready, and experience some serious fragrance feels.
Yes. Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. The scent that makes you feel like a rugged cowboy with real feelings. The kind of cowboy hoped to have over the vast open range, with a single tear rolling down his cheek. The kind of cowboy who may have to shoot a man in the morning, but spends his nights crying into his pillow. Because, let's face it, even tough guys have emotions. And there's something about ombre leather that taps into our vulnerable side. Maybe it's the way the leather note is balanced with the sweetness of amber. Or maybe it's the power of suggestion.
Fuck, sex, asshole, piece of shit. That's how you grab attention with verbal words.
So yes, ombre leather is a fragrance that can make you feel like a rugged cowboy with real feelings. But let's be real, we all have a little cowboy inside of us. And if a fragrance can help us tap into that, and maybe even shed a tear or two, well then, I say that's a good thing.
So if you're new to my channel, this is where I decant out to fragrance reviews, lists, and everything else that's fragrance related. Now let's get into it. So Tom Ford Ombre Leather was launched in 2018, and this is, well, you probably guessed it, is classified as a leather fragrance. And the perfumer behind this fragrance is Sonia Constant, and some of her notable works are Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau and Tom Ford Noir Extreme. So let's get into these tasty notes. The top notes are cardamom, violet flower, jasmine sambac, heart notes black leather, patchouli, vetiver, base notes white moss, and amber. So let's talk about that opening. And in the opening, you get a sweet aromatic cardamom mixed with a floral undertone of airiness blended from the jasmine and the violet. You also immediately, you get a luscious black leather accord. And really, there's no mistake in this. This is a leather dominant fragrance. So let's talk about this dry down. To me, this is where the leather comes out more. And it's really the star of the show. The leather has a thickness about it, and just mixed with that little bit of sweet spiciness from the cardamom. Absolutely love this. Yet this also has an airiness. And to me, it's blended from the floral undertones from the jasmine and also the violet. There's also patchouli and moss, which add a slight characteristic of earthiness to this. And then there's just a touch of amber, and really helps round out the bitterness of the leather accord. And I absolutely love this. So let's talk about that performance and longevity on my skin. I get around 8 hours with a moderate projection and sillage. And to me, this really has a beautiful scent trail. And I think the jasmine and the violet really help lift this off the skin and help it float in the air. And I would recommend this wearing around the colder months, fall and winter. So my final verdict on Tom Ford Ombre Leather. This is my all-time favorite leather fragrance. This fragrance is like wrapping yourself up in a warm leather jacket that's been hanging out in a smoke-filled biker bar all night. You feel dangerous. You feel a little bit edgy, even though you're sitting at your cubicle at work. If you want a fragrance that will make you feel like you're a Hell's Angel and a cross between a fashion model, then Ombre Leather is the scent for you. Thank you for joining the Fragrance Shark here today with special guest Morgan Freeman. And you're sitting back, embracing your inner cowboy and your sentimental side, because real men have feelings too. I will see you next time.
I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.